Okay, so welcome guys to Learnathon 3. So today for the first half, we'll be working on Discord bot continued, adding new functions. And for second half, Sophie will be teaching you guys about the business plan and the management, project management and stuff like that. So we'll be starting with a review of what we did last time. If you weren't here last time, you can just follow through and we'll catch you up after we've taught everything for this part. We'll be catching you up in the Q&A section. So we'll be making an AI respond command and also responding in embed form. So that's what we're gonna do for today's first half of Learnathon. Yeah, and let's get right into it. So first of all, it's to open Replit. Let's do a review first. Okay. So can you see this on my screen? Yeah, okay. So let's just go through the code we did last time. So the first part is the import part, importing all the modules and things. In this case, we'll be importing the OS system, Discord, commands, and requests. Requests needed for getting the API response from DIY4Youth. For the next part, it's intents or permissions. It allows you to default allows the bot to have default Discord intents, allows to see the members in your server, also the message contents in your server. Next, we'll be setting the command prefix to the slash command, and the intents are the intents we set earlier right here, line 6 to 8. And next is our setup event. It's called onReady. So whenever you start running a bot, you click the green button. It will run this command because it shows that the bot's ready. It will print the message, we have logged in as your bot username, and print it into the console. So I'm gonna get someone, if you came last time, to talk about the structure of the command and a basic structure of command and what does each line does. So any volunteers? Okay, Sophia, can you talk about this hello command? Hello?
It just like tells the bot like at least like the first interaction to say like hello or say hello.
Yeah, basically that. So for the first line, we name the command name as hello and description of this line. Then we define it, and this is the response. Yeah, good job. So the last thing we also did the call API function. So it's basically this part. It's basically if statement. And first of all, you define the call API. You will need the API key, the prompt, the system content. So here, there's basically an if statement. So if you have the API key and the prompt, you'll move on to continue generating the content and passing on to a Discord bot. The URL is this thing, and the data is right here. The API key is that, your prompt, and the system content. As for response, it will just respond based on getting request from this URL and returning the response back to your Discord file. Replit file to your Discord bot. And if this does not happen, it will return missing parameter and just end this command right there. So if all this does not work or have an error, we will print an error occurred and print the error inside. So that next we'll be moving on to the on message. It's basically whenever you respond to a bot's message, it will give you an AI response using your reply as a message prompt. So right here, it's already another event because it's not an actual command. So we define it as on message. If the bots in the message do nothing because or else it will just keep replying to itself. And if there's no guild or also known as if there's no server or you're chatting with the bot in DMs, just return and do nothing. If messages are referenced, if you're referring to a message, like replying to a bot's message, and the person you reply to is a bot, you will continue to execute the call API command earlier right there. So it can continue to follow the previous steps and give you a response just like that. So today, today we're gonna continue to make the ask command. I'll talk about it in the slides right now. And last but not least, it's a token part. We gathered a token from the secret that is saved in the Replit environment rather than just straight inside the file right here. So because your file is public and the token bot token is very sensitive, it's like your password. So it's good to save it inside secrets right here. So this few lines basically just access the token and allows your Replit file to connect with Discord, the Discord gateway, and the API. So that's basically what we did last time. And yeah, let's continue on. So first of all, we'll be talking about this code for a response command. So last time we replied to a bot's message. This time we're gonna make a command that you type in your message and you send it to the bot and it will give you a message for you. So for this one, we'll be doing bot.tree.command, naming it as ask, and the description is ask the bot a question. So first, we'll be defining a async IO command called ask, where it is the standard Discord interaction, and also we're gonna add another element called question, which is a string, which is basically the prompt you ask the bot. You can ask, "What's your name?" and you have to type it inside that question box. So now we're going to define something called response text. That's something you get from running this command. So to get the response text, we run the call API function, and it basically gives you a response, like ChatGPT gives you an AI response, and we name that long sentence or paragraph as response text. And this way, after that, we will send out response text by using await interaction or response that send message. So that's how this command works. And yeah, I'll paste this in the chat right now. So you would need to open the file you opened last time. We did last time, Novice Learnathon 2. It's actually 3 right now. Let me rename it. Kyla, yeah. Yep, I'll answer your question right now. So you'll put it before token and after on message. So right here. Like that. You can put it right here. And I've sent you a API key last time. Claire, do you have an API key?
I wasn't here last time, so no.
Okay, so for the thing we did last time, I'll catch you up during Q&A time. So yeah, I'll send you a API key right now. One sec. So if you're done, type 1 in the chat. Tyler, are you done? Okay, can you screen share? Syntax error. Oh, wait, outside the function. Okay, go to line 65 and go to the very beginning. So because it's inside the command, you need to press tab because it has to be inside the function. There we go. So now if you refresh your Discord, uh, command R, and you type /ask, you can ask a question to the bot. It works. Amazing. Okay. Okay, so now we've done the AI respond command. Next, we'll be doing something slightly different, but also slightly same. It's like the way that the bot send a message, we'll be customizing that a little bit. So now we're gonna move on to embeds. It's basically a customizable message. Basically, like it looks like an image, but it's still messages. It's more visually appealing, just making your bot do more high quality messages, and it's a structured content in Discord. As you can see here, this is a embed sent by the DIY4Youth bot. So we can add titles, which is about me right here, descriptions, and there extra fields like paragraphs you can add on. You can add images like this icon right there. You can add footers like smaller text at the bottom, authors right here. You can add thumbnails, also like the image. You can add URLs, all kinds of stuff. And you can also add buttons and stuff, which allows interactions. And it's great for bots to display data when or moderation or just entertainment and things like that. So now I'm gonna go over the basic structure of an embed. So you can see here, we need to define an embed called embed. So it's basically Discord.embed to let the file know that you're creating an embed. So inside, the three main things you need to have is title, description, and if you want, you can put color. The color is the color is basically the strip on the left. Right here, I use blue. So embed the title. I define the title as response, and I define the description as the response text. If you still remember, we set the response text as the AI response, so we can use that thing right here. And next, we define the color as green, so we want the embed to be green. And then we send out this response by sending on the embed. We need to do embed equals embed because we are sending on an embed to let it, and we need to do this to let the file know that we are sending on an embed instead of just a normal message. Yep, so I'll put this in the chat and I'll let you know where to put it. Okay, so where to put it, you need to, let me go back to previous version. Okay, so it was like that. So where do we put it? So we see the response text line. We delete the await interaction the response, the send message, delete that line, and we paste in the embed part. So basically, instead of just simply sending out the response text, we send out the embed instead. And the response text is inside the embed. So now if we run it, when we run it, ask, it will give you an embed. Oh, run bot. Give me 1 sec. Mhm. There we go. So it wasn't working earlier. So if you just replace the last line with the code I sent in the chat, it should work. It should give you some sort of response like that. And if you already run it and works, please type done in the chat.
Wait, where do you put that? I think
Yep.
I put it in the wrong spot.
So originally there's the await interaction or response line. You delete that and you put the part I put in the chat instead right there. Like
All right.
after the response text line. Something like that.
Okay. For the await interaction response line thing, do I put it like before that or do I fully delete that part?
You delete the original part.
Okay.
And Kyla, can you screen share? Let's see. Okay, just one sec. There might have been like an extra character there, a space. Just need to delete that and it should work now. Just say hello. Yeah, it works now. It's working now. Okay, so now we're gonna try something. So now we talked about embed. We want to be able to customize it. So here's a small task. So create another embed inside this command with the title being uh um answer from your bot. Your title being that, and the description, we want the response text, and we want the color to be blurple, like the Discord color. By that, just edit based on the previous embed. Let me know if you're done. I can see Kyle is done from the server. Sophia, how you doing? Sophia, is your code working? Okay. Let's move on. Yeah, so now if you have any question, you can ask. Claire, Claire, have you created a bot yet? Oh, you weren't here last time, right?
Copied everything from the Discord.
Sorry?
Not yet, but I just copied everything from the Discord, but there are a bunch of errors. So, no.
Okay, so do you want I'll get you through what we did last time. And for Sophia and Kyla, you guys can take a break. So and they'll come back in 10 or 15 minutes for the business plan later on. So yeah, give me one sec. Okay, Claire, can you screen share?
Okay.
So we do not have a bot yet. So go to this link. I'll send you a link. Give me one sec. Go to the link in the chat. So we actually have to create an application first. So go to top right and click new application. Name it whatever you want.
Hmm? Oh,
Yeah, click the checkbox.
hmm?
Oh, you might need to verify your email.
My was. Hmm?
Wait, maybe if you go on Discord and go to your profile setting, click the gear bottom left, you might be able to verify email. Scroll down. Wait, never mind.
But
Give me one sec. Uh, g- um, oh, click add email. Uh, yep. No, you see your profile picture. You can see email. Go down, a bit down, and to the right, email. Yeah. You need your email address. Do you want to stop sharing?
not only
Okay, it's good. You need to check your email to confirm.
yeah, I got it.
Yep, that's the one. Okay, now you can go back to Discord developer portal. Maybe you have to refresh the page. New application, bot. Yep,
Mhm.
yep. So, do you want to add an icon or description? You can do it later.
Yeah, I'll do it later.
Okay, so first of all, go to the left panel and go to bot. Left,
Back,
very left.
go
Yep.
back.
Go down. Move your cursor. Yep, bot. Scroll down. Yep, more. You will see the privileged gateway intents. Enable all three. They're basically like the permissions for your bot. Allow them to see members and things like that, and save changes.
Okay.
Save changes.
Oh,
Yep. And now we gotta go to wait, you know what? Go to reset token. Click reset token. Right there. Yeah. You might need your password for that.
what's the
Oh,
Gmail password?
and copy the token. Now we're heading to Replit. Go back to Replit. So go on the left panel, click on the four square, very left. There's four square. Move a bit down. Yep. Search
Okay.
for secret. Secret. A bit down. Yeah, secret. Yeah. Add new secret and name it token. All caps. All capital. And paste your token there. Yep. Add secret. Yep. So now we're gonna invite your bot to the server. Do you have a server where you're the admin?
No, I only have one.
Okay, then let's create one. Plus sign, create my own, just for me. Yeah, that's good. Okay, you're good. Now go back to Discord developer portals. Go on OAuth 2,
What?
right above bot, left. Yes. Scroll a bit down, select bot on the very right. Right? Yep, bot. And choose administrator, top left. And copy the generated link. And open a new tab and just paste it. New tab. Paste and enter. Yeah. Just invite it to your own server. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Now if we run it, it will work.
Um, um,
Mm. Oh wait, I think we forgot a part.
what?
Give me one sec. Scroll down in your code. Scroll up. Yeah, we need the on ready.
Huh?
I'll put in a chat. You need to put that before all your commands. Scroll up. So you see the bot equals bot.command, that thing. Put the one I sent you underneath. Paste. Wait,
Oh,
no. The section of code I sent in the chat.
yes. I think I copied it.
Sorry? Yeah, there we go. Now we rerun the code.
Uh,
It should say we have logged in, something like that.
yes.
And now we go to Discord. And maybe you gotta refresh your page to let the commands come out. And slash ask, yes. Just say hello or something.
Ah,
Did not respond. Try again. Okay,
mm,
let's go back to Replit.
ah,
Hmm, call API. Oh, you don't have the call API function yet. Yep, well, give me one sec. I'll just put it in the chat real quick. Yeah, it's in the chat. Zoom chat.
Um,
You need to put it after on ready.
ready?
Mm-hmm. Go on line 14 and paste.
Ah.
Oh, and you gotta scroll down. You will see that on line 44, your API key is P14. You need to make all the API keys match. Make that the P10 one. Yeah, there's an API key on page at line 51. Copy that and paste it back in there.
No, good.
Wait, just yes, you can run it now. Now do the ask command. Interesting. Uh, requests. Oh, we did not import requests. We need requests for the bot to work and for the API to work.
Oh,
Oh. And now, yeah. Yep, there we go. That's working now. So, ask something. Maybe say, what's your name? Teach me English or something like that. For research, no, we actually did something new. We did a new command. So we did review and we also did a new command. I'll catch you up very soon.
okay.
Wait, yep. Good job, Claire. So research, can you share your screen?
Okay.
Wait, never mind. I got it. So we basically did a new command called ask, similar what you were trying last time. So we basically you do a command and you put a question in there and your bot respond. So I'll just walk you through this command. And also we did talk about embeds. So it's basically it's a some response like this instead of just basically text. There's something more than that, such as a frame, colors. You can add a thumbnail, you can add author, you can add footers, a title or buttons or things like that. So we did that as well. So first of all, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So on line 57, we define the code. I think you're familiar with that. We name it ask and ask the bot a question. Then we do this line, which basically defining the function. Well, this is a standard interaction which we have for every command. And we also have the question part, the question segment. We need to we define as a string, which is basically the prompt you send it to the bot. And it's mandatory because it's basically the question you ask. So next we define a response text and we use the call API function, your own API key, please use your own. And the question, which is basically a prompt, the system content, we name it as you are a helpful assistant. And then embed is basically an embed. So there's basically three main parts: the title, the description, and the colors. They are the main ones, but if you don't want to include one, it's basically it's completely optional, but it will be best if you include them. We can title, you can name it whatever you want. Response, description is basically the response text, like the AI response, and we give the color the blurple, like the Discord color, this color. Yeah, and then last but not least, we'll send out the embed as a message. So I'll put this in the chat for you.
Okay.
You still have your API key, right?
Yeah.
Good. Replace your API key with your actual API key. Let me know when you're done.
Okay.
You done?
Can you help me a little bit?
Yeah, share screen. Let's see. Oh, that's because you have two same commands. So this is from line 71 to 85. That's the one you did last time, right? Yeah, so
Yeah.
can you comment it, add a hashtag before each line to make it a comment or delete it? Or you can rename it as something else, maybe ask to.
I just deleted.
Yeah, okay. So now the indentation. Go to line 62, there's an extra space. Same as 63, 64. Yeah. Okay. Call API. Scroll up. There is call API. Okay. There. You didn't put your API key on line 27. You need your actual API key there.
Okay.
Put quotation marks and put your API key in there.
Here or here?
Here, second one.
Okay.
Yes. Now, yeah. Wait. Go down. Oh, it's these brackets. There we go. Because it's probably the font messing up.
Okay.
It should work now. run it and respond. You gotta run it first. Yeah. Yes, you got that. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good job. And Sophie, are you online? We'll be moving on to business plan now.
Okay, perfect. Let me just share my screen. Just checking I'm audible.
Yeah, we can hear.
All right. Oh, what the share screen. Okay, great. Let me turn my camera on. Okay, so the other part that will have you present in your hackathon. Previously, we only taught this to those in the hacker division, but we're just thinking that this is something important for all of you guys to learn. One is how to create a pitch, and secondly is how to create a business plan, and we'll teach both of that to you today. First, let's talk about the pitch. This is basically where you want to condense all of your hard work, so your like entire weekend of making your bot, for example, or making your chat bot in Gradio, for example, and all of that work you want to condense it into a pitch of around 5 minutes. And so a really effective slide presentation, as well as what you're presenting to us orally, is going to be really important in getting that across. You're going to start with your pitch slide. And we'll send out this PDF or this like slide template later on into the Discord server. So you'll have it for your own use. This is your title slide. It's going to be the first thing the judges see. You want to make this very impactful, right? And in this case, your judges are going to be us. We're probably going to look at, 5 or 6 presentations. Over the course of the day, so you want yours to stand out amongst all the others. So feel free to customize this page as much as you want. It'll make it a lot more interesting to us, especially when you go on to larger hackathons and there's going to be hundreds of presentations that a judge sees in a day. You want to be able to stand out from the get-go. Okay, so this is where you put your title. Next slide is our team slide. So you notice that this is like the template that DIY4Youth that we use ourselves, just because it is a formula that works very well. So this is where you put obviously your members, as well as a very brief synopsis of what each member's role is. So maybe one person focuses more on the technical aspects of things. Maybe one person focuses more on the visual aspects, or one person centers very solely on the business plan, for example. All of those people have different roles and very valuable roles. You want to be able to highlight that very briefly when you do your introductions. Okay, next is your problem statement. So there's 2 things that you want to make clear to us. First is, what are you trying to solve? A product doesn't really have any use if it doesn't solve a problem or take advantage of an opportunity in the market right now. So when you're considering your ideas for your hackathon project, you want to, and maybe some of you have started doing this already, but you want to find a problem in your community that is pressing enough that a product will actually be helpful in helping solve that. And it's also something that you actually have the ability to solve. So maybe you won't be able to solve like global warming, that's too general of a problem, but maybe you can help address like litter in your community, for example, through some sort of app or through some sort of software, or maybe some kind of software that helps reduce food waste in your community right now. Second is what impact your solution will bring. So one, you want to be really specific here. Who exactly are you helping? So if I specify that I'm helping the elderly, through some sort of app that helps them live their day-to-day lives in a bit of an easier way. That's a lot more specific and makes it a lot more clear to the judges than just saying, I'm trying to help people live better lives in general. You also want to be specific on how big of a difference you're making, how exactly your solution goes about bringing that impact, and how certain you are that this is actually going to be useful. Okay, so problem statement. I believe you that you have a really pressing problem. Now you got to convince me that your solution is actually good, right? That I should actually see your solution as something worth it, that it'll actually solve this problem that is so pressing. So 3 questions: why, what, and how. First is why. We want to hear a little bit about what your decision-making process was like. Why did you choose this solution specifically? You can talk to us a little bit about your idea generation here. We're willing to hear it. We want to hear it, right? Second is the what. So this is where you tell us what exactly you produced. You can show us your technical prowess here. Be specific about all of the details and moving parts of the product that you produced. I'm saying product in a very general sense. We don't expect you to actually have a physical prototype. If you do, that's amazing. This can be an app, this can be a chatbot, this can be a Discord bot, anything helpful using the skills that you've learned across these 3 learnathons. Third is the how. So like, how did you actually do it? And how did you apply what you learned? At the end of the day, the goal of this hackathon probably isn't to get like a massive business started off the ground. If you're able to start that, amazing. But it's probably to demonstrate what you've learned across these workshops and opportunities, and to demonstrate some improvement in skills. Okay, next is a little bit of a demo. So this is where you can show us that your prototype actually works, that your Discord bot, you can try running a few commands in there, try the ask command, try new things that you've come up with so that we can see that it actually functions without bugs. Of course, not all aspects have to be completely fleshed out. You can tell us what you're planning to have in the future. You're planning to have this new function or this new feature that will end up doing this, but show us some minimal functionality so that we can see that where you're going and we can see that it's been successful so far. Okay, next is your business plan. You can just attach this in your slides. It says here for hackers only, but this is going to apply to all of you just because we're expanding it for this Learnathon. And I'll talk about that after I'm done with the pitch slide deck. Okay, finally is your conclusion slide. So I've said this a lot every time I present this, but the first 30 seconds and the last 30 seconds of your presentation are going to be the most impactful. They're the moments where the judges are paying the most attention, right? So when you conclude in those last 30 seconds, you want to end very strong. You want to make sure that we remember your key points. So you can pick 3 things, 3 features about your product, or 3 things that you solve, for example, that you want the judges to remember most clearly, and end with a very strong closing statement that'll leave a lasting impression in our minds. Okay. Any questions about pitch deck, how to go about it? Again, this will be posted in the Discord server. Okay, great. So let's talk about the business plan then. Let me just check that my screen actually switched. Okay, great. All right. So business plan template. A business plan is basically where you detail how your company is going to make profit. Because at the end of the day, the goal of any service is to make some profit, at the very least break even, and reach a lot of people, right? Your goal is to get users. If there's no one using this product, it's kind of sitting there for nothing. So this is your plan towards how you're going to run your operations, how you're going to get people coming in and actually engaged in your product, and who those people that you're trying to target even are. You start with your executive summary, and this is like the high-level overview of who you are as a business. Obviously, you want to give yourselves a nice, catchy name that we'll remember. I'm sure you guys will be able to come up with one. We've seen some very creative ones in the past. And then you want to talk about your business concept. Briefly describe what you're all about and what you actually do. You want to outline your goals and objectives. So, what are you aiming to achieve? What are you trying to solve? And then a mission statement. And this is where you talk about the purpose of your business and very specifically what makes you unique. So this is basically your unique value proposition. What makes you different from all of the other businesses already out there that could also solve this problem? What makes you worth my time or my money or my investment? Okay. Next is your company description. So you want to describe the industry that your business exists in. For a lot of you, that'll be like the AI industry or the software industry. And you want to talk about what products and services your business is going to offer. I think this is pretty straightforward. Next, market analysis. So this is where you want to talk about who you're trying to target. So your target market is who you plan on your customers being. So if I'm setting up like a lemonade stand, the most simple form of a business, maybe I'm going to set up in a public park in the morning. And so my target market is probably going to be, morning walkers or runners or people who are out and about and active, and looking for a refreshing drink. Market needs. So, what needs or problems are you actually addressing specific to the group of people that you're trying to target, right? Market trends. Are there any trends in the market that your business can take advantage of? So, it's like if the people in my community are suddenly becoming health nuts and all moving towards zero sugar drinks, then I'm also going to hop on that train and I'm going to do that early, and maybe that's what's going to make me unique. And then you want to do competitive analysis. Obviously, you don't need to go very deep into this, but just identify who your competitors are very briefly and very broadly, and most importantly, how you will differentiate yourself from them. So even if you don't know exactly who your competitors are, obviously we don't expect you to do that in a very short time frame. You want to know how you're going to be unique and how you're going to be different from the competition. What makes you what gives you an advantage in this saturated market? Okay, next is your marketing and sales strategy. So your marketing plan is how you're going to attract and retain customers. So when we think of like ads or billboards or like social media sponsorships, this is your marketing plan, right? That's what we're talking about. And then sales strategy is just how you're going to sell your product or service. Some of you might not be trying to make money off of this. Basically just treat this, how are you going to get users to connect with your end product? Are you going to do this through a website? Are you going to sell your product online? If you're actually selling a physical product, we would be talking about in-store and direct sales. Okay, operational plan. So this is basically the day-to-day operation of your business, how you go about doing that. First is production. How are you going to produce your product? And who's going to be involved in actually maintaining it, right? How are you going to make sure that your Discord bot, for example, is able to consistently run, is able to consistently deliver without errors? And who's going to step up if an error does happen, and who's going to help out a user, for example? And then operational workflow is basically just like, tell me what a day looks like in your business. So for my lemonade stand, I might say in the morning, I get up, I set up my stand in such and such park. I pull up my machines and I cut my lemons and I juice them. At the end of the day, I clean up, pack up, and go. Maybe each day I sell like 20 cups of lemonade, and I have those paper cups purchased from the dollar store beforehand and prepared. Very simple, very brief, but it gives us an idea of you actually know what you're doing and you have a plan for how you're going to move into the future. Finally is your financial plan. As I said earlier, the goal of most businesses is to turn a profit, right? At the very, very least, even if you're a nonprofit, you don't want to lose money. So you want to list all the startup costs, list all the costs in starting your business. For a lot of you, that's going to be very, very low. Maybe you want to buy a website domain and maybe that'll cost $50. And then you want to talk about your revenue model. How will you make money, right? So you want to talk about one, revenue here, and you also want to address the things that are going to cost you. So maybe if I'm running a Discord bot and I'm calling OpenAI's APIs every time, maybe that's going to cost me a couple cents for every, 10,000 tokens, for example. And maybe that's going to be a small cost of operations. You can make some very basic projections for your expenses, for your revenue. And then profit, of course, is just revenue minus expenses. It says first year here. We are okay if you give us a very, very short-term projection, a week, a month, however long you want, however long you are comfortable with. Yeah, and that's it for the business plan. Any questions about either this or the pitch template? Same with the pitch template, this will also be sent out into the Discord chat so that you guys have this for reference. Okay, perfect. I'll assume that's no questions. If this seems like a lot initially, remember you guys can always divide and conquer and share amongst your teammates. And this does not need to be complicated. Often some of the best business plans and the best pitches are ones that are simple and easy to understand and easy to digest, and clear so that it is easy for us to interpret. Okay, I'll stop sharing. If you guys have any questions about either part of this Learnathon, stay behind and we can help you out. Otherwise, you're free to go. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
When do they post the teams?
Teams will be posted as soon as we finalize just like a few things. Teams are mostly finalized, I think. So we can send them out very soon.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.